All right, what's going on, family? Welcome back. Welcome back to another Real Talk. I pray y'all are doing well. As we off top, give the Most High our honor, the glory, and definitely our praise and worship. Listen, I don't expect a lot of people to agree with this video off top. No, I understand it. But to those who it reaches, you can feel me and know where I'm coming from on this. Look at my title. The U.S. is a business. I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. Y'all know for years on here, especially for those who's been following along for a while, you know one thing I always say, prison is a business. Religion is business. War is business. Especially in the old video I did maybe 15 years ago when I was talking about the so-called forefathers of America and how we talked about slavery, what this country is based on, and all the innocent blood, and how America is being judged, and the Most High shows us what happens with America. And you've been hearing me say this for a long time because you hear people talk about the mark of the beast a lot, right? And you've been hearing me say this for years that you've been tracked since birth. The day every last one of us got a birth certificate, don't matter whether you're older or younger than me, you kind of signed your rights over. You just didn't know it. See, those of us who woke now, we understand truly what we're living in because we see who owns what. This system. I love how the Bible call it the beast system. As a matter of fact, the U.S. is not only just business, but it's a corporation. Now, you're going to get a lot of argument with that. I know, because of what we've been taught growing up. They hid a lot of things. When you think about your birth certificate, your social security card, those numbers. See, it's a reason why you got a round number. Think about it. Don't get me started talking about these banks again. Or why is it if you got a savings account, if you don't have enough money in such and such, or you don't have enough in there, they're gonna start making you pay interest on your own money. See, I'm gonna ask a few questions in here, then I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna make this video too long. Who do you really think is using your money? How you been over here working hard all your life? And you get a little bit. When you look at FICA, when you look at Uncle Sam, when you look at the healthcare, when you look at everything that you got taken out of your check, and you look at what you get the remainder of, why they get theirs off top. And we wonder why so many people are struggling. Paycheck to paycheck. And I'm going to say something off the wall that a lot of people don't know. In reality, you was really already well off. You just didn't know it. You know why? Because they've been taking your money. They've been taking my money. Only a few of us are on guard on what I'm talking about right here. Who's really using your money? What is the Social Security card really all about? The other day I told y'all how they trying to take away the Social Security. We've been talking about this for years. How they cutting off certain things because they don't want you to have it. You've been really working for nothing. You've had your name on accounts that you don't even know about because they use your Social Security number. Why do you think the government want to keep track of your Social Security? Those are not just numbers. Or your birth certificate. That's why they love to know who's working and who's not. we pretty much was sold into this corporation of America, this business of America. Have you ever studied on the cabal? Who is the cabal? That's another question I'm asking you. And that's the question I'm asking you. Who is the cabal? And then what do you really think those numbers represent on your birth certificate and your social security number? Or how is it so many people are able to steal this type of information? Who is the ones that steal it? How are they able to steal it? Social Security got what, 9 digits, right? Have you ever thought about this? You got 9 digits on your Social Security number, right? What happens if they add one more digit? That makes it 10, right? So I'm asking you a question. What can you do with 10 digits? Or let me ask a better question. What do you think they doing with 10 digits? There have been people that found out they had money. They had accounts in their name that they never knew about. And the government wants to know, how did you find out that information? Who told you that? How did you tap into that? They try to change the subject. That's why I told y'all years ago, the more the government gives you, the more the government will control you. It was never meant for us to be dependent on the government like you see and been seeing for years. But think about that Social Security. 9 digits, right? Add one more digit. Think about your number on the birth certificate. And then you wonder how they come up with these route numbers for your bank account. See, they ain't just numbers. They know what they're doing and been doing and keep doing. I'm just want to enlighten some more people on what's really going on out here. This is why I always talk about realize who owns what, or why you never hear about the Federal Reserve Bank. What's really going on behind closed doors with your money? What if you found out, brothers and sisters, that you really had 2 or 3 accounts in your name with millions of dollars in there that you never knew about, but they knew about it. And they've been using your information. This is like a part 2 on the video I did yesterday, the live I did yesterday. Private information. So why everybody be arguing about what the mark of the beast is, I've been telling y'all for years, you've been tracked since you was born. Your Social Security, your birth certificate. Now let that sink in for those who've never heard this kind of information before. But to those who know what I'm talking about, you already know what I'm talking about. So on that note, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Shalom.